messy and hurting this investigation and making it worse.
Good morning, everybody. We have the Dora and the Snark think tank going on here.
On Sneaky.
Oh, you are such a paranoid bitch.
And if you
Listen what a classy lady Snark is.
he has not snaked his way into your life to see what kind of information he can get. But all he would need is to come into your live.
Scammyclaus just went live.
Owners are in your life.
No, last night.
And then there you go. I just don't think
That's why we're not talking about anything in regards to the case.
Okay, but you just were. That's what I'm saying.
No, I asked him about GoFundMe.
Good morning, everybody.
She's so fucking stupid.
You were bringing up a
Now, she just made a comment about, I gotta go soon because so-and-so just got up. I hope to God it's not a child because her mouth over there, holy crap.
Anymore because it's just going to hurt the investigation. And if you guys
Yeah, they don't want to
justice,
answer any real
it really
questions,
shouldn't be
Ranger.
talked about.
Well, they're not going to answer any real questions because there's an investigation going on, dum-dum. They're not going to answer questions about the investigation. Duh.
Yeah, and I just want to say that I didn't know that this was going to be happening to come into the live, and it was already kind of happening. So I so that way I could at least inappropriate questions for being addressed. But honestly, I don't agree.
Pam,
I'm doing
check Snapchat real.
It was already kind of happening. So that way I could at least inappropriate questions for being addressed, but honestly I don't agree.
Pam, check Snapchat real quick because Scammy's live and has a picture with your name on it. It's a pretty funny picture though. You need to go check it out. It's in our group chat.
Yeah, I would have showed you if I was able to come in your live, but as
The
soon
thing
as you
is
saw
they did ask questions regarding cards, and they did ask questions.
Shut up, Dora. There was
You
nothing
gotta
about the
understand
investigation.
what an
He didn't
investigation
answer anything.
is.
Shut up.
And
Rolled out.
Educate us. Educate us on what it is.
Bring everyone back.
Educate us on what an investigation is, Dora. There was nothing that was answered there because there were so many people looking out for the integrity of it. Okay, I'm telling you. And Dora says she's a PI and she doesn't understand any of this shit. What the hell?
Welcome back. Welcome back.
I love the laugh.
You know,
Welcome back to our shit show.
I'm about to drop a video.
He said,
okay?
welcome back.
You know, I you know, well, you guys know, you know, Street Snark does a whole thing with raising money for people in Gaza and all that.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. That
false Scammyclaus, I applied for the license. Scammyclaus never once stated that I am 100%.
You haven't gotten it yet? You applied
PI.
for it about almost a year ago. What the fuck?
Man, at this point, we're all motherfucking PIs.
tell her to come over and take a box.
I tried,
Yeah,
but I was blocked, dumbass.
Cass, I'm blocking Scammyclaus. Come take a box.
Come take a box, Scammy.
Is that satire? Is that what they call it?
And that's kind of where I was going with this, Jen. Like, Scammyclaus is mad, right? She's mad that she calls herself, like, anti-scam, but then participated in some fuck shit like this. It's like zero, because
What was I involved in?
she can't even vet her own fucking people and what they're fucking doing.
Really?
How the fuck can she come here and tell anybody else who's a danger?
I'm
when
not
she
mad.
Can't even fucking see it for herself. Your credibility. You have One about me, Scammy. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you
Because
do. Because
everybody
you're
that
talking
looks at
about
you
me.
can go, wow, this bitch is fucking weird. She's telling us about all these people on the internet that are trying to take our money, but her own people are trying to do it.
Really?
You're weird for that.
Okay,
Who in here is trying
that's
to
where I
get
guess
money?
I was confused. Was
Who's trying to get money in here?
if you ask people for money, I hate to say this, you need to be able to answer the questions.
Who's
you
asking
can't
for
ask for
money in
people to
here?
open their pockets and no, we're not going to give you money.
Who's
Or
asking for people?
we're not going to answer your questions
Pammy
unless
is
you give
snark.
us money. That's not how that works when you fill out business license.
What are they talking
Correct.
about?
And I would like to piggyback off of what Caitlin said. You don't need a license to know that this was not smart. Okay. And secondly, wasn't you strongly against HJ's GoFundMe?
No, I supported it. See, another.
Are we going to call 13 out for wanting to
Dora
create a
doesn't
GoFundMe during
understand-
an active
This
investigation?
is what
I'm just
happens
asking.
when people don't do their
No
research.
insurance.
I
So you're gonna
posted
start a
for people to
GoFundMe,
donate to
and
the
You
GoFundMe.
don't even know if he had insurance or if anything was covered by the insurance. He hasn't even told me. Like, I'm dealing with my insurance company. I have to figure that out before I can do anything else. Like every step of this, there's a problem.
Yeah, there
No,
is.
you know if you have insurance or not. I mean,
there is a problem
you pay your
because
mortgage
you guys,
first, and your insurance is
you guys are still defending a felon who's responsible for this. But how are you going to defend the cameras? Huh? How are you going to defend the stolen merchandise in his hands on alive?
I just think that this is not the right time or place right now. I think it is too early. That's just my opinion, and I'm not really like a willing.
There's this classic picture, okay, when there is this classic picture when Charles Manson was finally apprehended, and he was in court, and there were some of the Manson girls. I mean, that would go to the end of the earth for him, even though he was a terrible person. Even though, he was responsible for a number of schmurders, okay? And there's this classic picture of these three Manson women, that crawled to court on their hands and knees in protest of him being on trial.
Obviously, I'm not that stupid. I'm not gonna.
They better start getting on their hands and knees because crawling to Florida is going to take a long time.
And again, you don't need to have any type of license to know that this was a dumb.
I'm wondering why she never got her license. I mean, she applied for it last summer.
I wanted to pay him the 100,000.
I know you're lying, Dawn.
110 or whatever it was up to now.
I'd rather be one of Manson's girls than one of Scammy's.
Are we seriously being compared to Charles Manson's girls?
Yeah. How they blindly
Put that X on my forehead
supported somebody.
and call me a cult member.
How they blindly supported
Who said
somebody
that?
knowing that he did so
Did
many things wrong.
Scammyclaus.
Yes, Dora.
I know you're lying. Wow. Y'all are, man. Okay, anyway.
If I have to explain the analogy again, I will, guys. I know words are hard sometimes over there.
Some people that he's never met. Nobody's doing a GoFundMe.
So what you missed a little while ago, okay? Dora made a comment about the GoFundMe, okay? Now, I absolutely said if you're going to donate money to the whole HJ thing, donate to the GoFundMe, okay? The money was going to the brother. He needed money, okay? But now they're questioning whether or not this guy should be starting a GoFundMe. Like, is it necessary? The guy lost his whole business because of one of your friends. Because one of your friends stole his merchandise. The guy has no job now. He has no business. But they're going to question whether or not there should be a GoFundMe.
Any of some of his items
Wow.
retrieved or found. And
Unbelievable.
there's also a possibility of insurance covering some of the
Again, the whole thing. What's good for me is not good for thee.
That's your opinion, but I'm going to let that be up to him.
I can't.
I don't know the situation. That's his business. I don't know. Of course, he may or may not get back his items, but in my experience with, Mike, he doesn't pay back what he steals.
Wow, you all got your trap shut now over there, don't you?
13. If she gets on this internet today,
too early because it's just
What? What are you gonna do, Street
Well, no,
Smart? Huh?
our traps are not shut. We're actually just listening to the recording.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
it's the people
Keep
you
sticking
sit
up
with.
for him, guys. You want to talk about looking stupid? Can't wait when he's in prison. Then what are you gonna do? Besides send commissary, because already Snark said, I'm gonna send commissary and he's gonna be eating great.
Of course, you're supposed to.
So
They
why
just
don't you
can't
use
shut the
that
fuck
money,
up.
Snark, to support your friends in
A
Gaza?
matter of fact, Scammyclaus, I have said if he did the crime, then he's got to pay his time.
All right,
So nobody's looking stupid over
If-
here, but all the
if-
false
if he
misinformation
did
that was
this-
spread that
If he
we
did the
knew
crime,
all these things by your friends.
No, Dora. Again, you're spreading lies. Absolutely, you're spreading lies. I have said multiple times that Mike did not tell them anything that that he was going to do. He did not tell anybody his
About the
actions.
business
Why would he do that? That would be stupid. So clear that up, Dora. Clear it up. I am so fucking sick of you spreading misinformation. Like everybody over here was body shaming Street Snark, right? Shut up.
Here, I have something to say. I'm going to pull
I am so
Scammyclaus off that.
disgusted.
I
What the fuck
wanna
happened to you,
remind
Dora?
people real quick
You used to stand on
that,
principle.
When I started being loud about Gaza, right? The main story narrative that they were pushing was that Abood and Bilal were scamming me, right? That this man that we've come to know.
Who
and
was
follow
spreading
them,
that?
right?
Who was
They
spreading
were
that?
the ones scamming me. But here, you are literally
Literally.
by a real in-life scammer. That
Who?
is wild.
Who?
That you come to the internet to quote unquote out scammers.
Who is
And
scamming?
this man right here is an in real life scammer.
Who is scamming?
That's crazy to me.
Who is scamming? Who the fuck is scamming? Who are you talking about,
People
Snark?
literally living in a genocide are scammers.
What?
You're fucking gross.
What the hell did I say? What?
But we're going to support giving the business back all their money, or for merchandise that was taken by our friend, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Living
Yeah.
in a genocide are scammers.
Allegedly.
Gross.
Wow.
hell did I say? What?
But we're going to support giving the business back all their money, or for merchandise that was taken by our friend, quote unquote.
Living in a genocide are scammers.
Allegedly.
I'm still trying to figure out who's scamming over here. I haven't gotten that.
Fucking,
Giving the business back all their money.
yeah, they're live now.
Merchandise that was taken by
Who's scamming over here? Somebody answer that question. I'm really interested.
Yeah, she's like.
trying to figure out who's scamming.
Oh no.
I have no clue what they're talking about, Lana. I have no clue.
Really interested.
Yeah, she's like.
Trying to figure out who's scamming.
Actually, I called the business owner a scammer.
Wow. Wow.
I, in fact, was calling the quote-unquote business owner a scammer.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a bitch. But then again, we know she likes to victim shame a lot. She likes
Okay,
to
but it's
victim
not
shame.
even a business. If he's new, but he's been doing this for 12 years, he literally had a glorified yard sale in a fucking flea market where he's required to carry his own insurance, which would cover any stolen merchandise.
Wow.
Who's that? I'm scared of con names. See? You guys got to be careful. Those con, listen, let's turn her down. Anything that has like that KHAN, I have notably found that they're doing inappropriate things on camera. That is the same account that came up and was
I still want to
his
know,
shit
Pam,
in the
who's
camera.
scamming? So you're saying that the owner of a store that
Absolutely
had
agreed to.
a police report that had a bunch of stuff stolen that Florida man has shown, but he's scamming. That had a bunch of stuff stolen.
There was many people who were live last night questioning this whole thing after 13 pulled what she pulled.
Oh, everybody. You could not question it, right?
Wow.
Last night questioning this whole thing after 13 pulled what she pulled. You could not question it, right? Last night questioning this whole thing after 13 pulled what she pulled. You could not.
It's so. Why is she echoing so bad?
Because you're playing my live, you moron.
Because she's streaming us.
My God, that's driving me nuts.
Yeah.
13 had a live that pretty much just outed the whole thing as a setup.
What? Snark, man, I don't know what you're...
Yeah, remove the
What's
hate.
in your Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
Scammyclaus, why don't you just come over here so you don't echo and...
I did come over there. I did come over
here,
there,
we'll
and
talk
as
about
soon
it.
as I came over, you blocked me. So there's that.
And that's my problem. Like, Scam Slam, you're not interested in, like, his insurance claim, if he had insurance, what the insurance is going to cover.
She is. She
Like,
said
you're
that
not
last
interested
night.
in all the questions
No, see,
that you
again,
would pose to a
stupid
scammer
people.
online, right?
Stupid
You
people
would.
over there.
You would ask all the hard questions. You would form the narrative.
Listen, and
That's what
again,
you do here.
this is
So
what
why
happens
can't you
when
do
you
it
have stupid
here in
people
this,
like Snark
scenario?
that doesn't do her research. You flat out said, let's wait to see what the insurance company says. But again, you got two people over there that half-ass any research, and they don't know the whole story, and they talk out of their pie hole and not know what they're
Too
saying.
tall?
Jesus.
Exactly, too tall.
Nobody does, Debbie. Nobody does.
Debbie,
Nobody does.
allegedly, whoever that person was in that initial video stole the entire security system.
No,
So they don't have camera
that's
footage from
not what was
inside.
said.
Just the one
Again.
outside.
Oh my God.
But he's still...
Well, there is in the report, it says that he walked in through the back door. The camera footage
That's a lie.
disabled the alarm. Disabled the alarm so that the alarm would not go off. And from the explanation in the report, it says that they have footage from the out leaving and him coming out wearing black gloves.
She does.
Period, Ranger. Hey, Scammyclaus, can you just come over?
Hey,
Because
Snark.
I have hard questions. I do.
I have
And I think
hard
that's the reason
comments.
You really don't want to have the
Shut the hell up.
conversation. Because you don't like the questions.
No.
Blocked. Sunshine said she unblocked her.
No.
she did initially get blocked. My mods were on it. They're watching the door.
Yeah. Oh.
There's a lot of people in here. She was unblocked immediately. She immediately went live and started talking shit.
Yes, I did.
So instead of just coming back after we told her she was unblocked,
I'm on live right now.
So y'all can quit coming over here saying she was fucking blocked.
Nope.
She's been fucking blocked.
I'm over here with people that,
I'm gonna take me an edible.
Yeah, she
know
got
when
blocked when she
somebody's a
came in
criminal,
here, but she's
they see the
unblocked.
proof, and they realize
But
what's
she
been
can't
going on
answer the
here.
questions and she can't make sense of it.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm sorry that this happened to y'all. I'm sorry you can't control 13. I'm sorry 13 is such a child.
Yeah. Okay. Fat
But y'all
shamer.
fucked yourselves
Body shamer.
in that live last night.
Welcome to
All of y'all.
Snark's middle
Y'all
school
were there.
TikTok
Everybody
page.
was there. It doesn't matter if you say at the end, "Oh, I'm a hostage here. I'm a unwilling participant." You look stupid, Scam Slam. Dumb as fuck.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It says the woman who is still convinced, even though there is footage of Florida man with stolen property halfway across the country in his hands, and they're saying that it is a scam. Shut the hell
blah, blah, blah.
up.
On your side, you just don't like being questioned, Scammyclaus. That's it.
I mean, she could absolutely come over here. But, for when I was stating the differences between things last night, kind of weird. And just the fact that you would even put on a video that,
Dawn said 13 is typing in capital.
Spit it out. What's your point, Dora? Don't know what you're saying. I'm still waiting to hear who's scamming over
13,
here.
I'm laughing at you.
I would be angry if I was you
laughing
too, 13,
at
to
you.
be honest.
Every time I laugh, 13, I'm laughing at you. Hey, I should be thanking you. I really
It's not
should,
that's good
the
because every
serotonin
time you
that I got
open
out
your
of that
mouth,
live
hundreds of
was-
people on TikTok are laughing at you. So
And I'm gonna laugh
There's
at you all
that.
day, 13.
Like in the live, but let's refrain from doing that so they can watch the door. So Scam Slam doesn't get blocked again.
I'm telling you,
You mean Scammyclaus?
unbelievable.
Whatever. One of the. I've never followed either one of them. So
I cannot wait to
in my
drop
head,
that
they're one
video
and
of
the
her
same.
calling that business
and
owner a
that's
scammer, just to
so
show you what a POS she is. Just to show you what a POS is.
I'm pretty sure didn't we just hear a recording?
Do you know that she's also implying, Snark is, that when the owner last night answered the question about, do you know who Mike is? She's saying that because he said, unless I met him at the flea market or a show or something, no, I've never met him and I don't like him. And she's trying to make a federal case out of that, making it sound like there's something devious going there. I mean, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. I can wrap my head around it. Absolutely, I can. From what I understand, Snark was going to file a PO against Florida Man. And she didn't do it. Why didn't she do it? Because we know how Mike is. Mike probably said to her, listen, I'll stop fucking around with you if you stop fucking around with me. Because that's how Mike does it. Mike likes to harass people and find out stuff about them. And then when a PO is about to come out, oh, you know what? I'll stop fucking with you if you stop fucking with me. So my question is, what does he have on her?
Yep. She was involved in discussions with a couple of people, including myself, not that long ago. I want to say maybe back in February or March, where she wanted to, you know that I've offered to help anybody who's being harassed by Florida Man. So she wanted my assistance in filing a protection order against him. So did Bougie back in December, January, and I still have those text messages where she wanted my assistance with filing a protection order against Florida Man because they both felt like he was being harassed. Now all of a sudden, oh, I guess he never harassed them. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know why they were asking for my help to file a protection order. And then they're trying to say that mine is not warranted for some reason. I mean, I think they should talk to the judge about that. And if they want to see my evidence, it's all on file at the Knox County Courthouse on a flash drive. And I have it all. They know what happened to me. I've had discussions with them. They know that I was harassed. They know it for 100% fact.
Listen,
But yet
everybody
they
knows
want
it.
to shame me or blame me and say that I am somehow weaponizing things. No, I'm literally being harassed and stalked, and you both know it. You've both seen proof.
You
Like-
don't have to keep bringing that up. Everybody knows. Everybody that knows Mike knows. And again, if it wasn't happening, why would a judge sign off on it? Okay? I mean, their theories are just mind-boggling. Again, if you're looking to file a PO on him, snark, and then you don't do it, so you were being harassed and threatened, but now you weren't. Why is that?
Yeah,
Why
and
is
I don't
that?
know. They were on, I guess. I mean, I didn't hear all of it, but people were messaging me, saying they were over there this morning insulting me and calling me an idiot and a moron, and I have no
Well, listen,
credibility. And
they call everybody that because
and I,
they
yeah,
have no
I
good
have
word.
no idea why. I clearly stated last night. See, she didn't play the whole thing.
Of course not.
She didn't play all what I said.
Right, and you said let's wait
Yes.
until we find out what the insurance company says. But again, this is
Well,
what
and
happened.
I said that possibly some of the items may be able to be
We
recovered.
recovered. Exactly.
I said so. I just felt like this was not the time or place to do this. That we should be patient and wait and see if any of the items can be recovered, or if there's an option for insurance, or what the other options are. She did not, play that part. I also said that I would not be promoting any type of GoFundMe. I don't know why she thinks because one person said that means we all agree on that, because I don't at this point. And I don't think it's something that, again,
Hold on.
promote a GoFundMe for anyone. If somebody wants to, promote a GoFundMe, they can do that on their own platform. I do not do that on my platform. Period.
Right. Right, but it was 13, so if she wanted to do that, she could.
Yeah, and I didn't know that live was happening. They keep laughing, saying that I somehow knew about it. No, I happened to see that 13 was live. I went in there, and she already had started speaking with Swamped Collectible, so it was already in motion.
Right.
And so
I know.
I asked
But
a few questions just to, keep things off of the topic that we shouldn't be discussing, about his business, etc. But then things, I felt like some of the questions were inappropriate, and I decided to drop because I didn't think that those questions should be asked at this time.
Right. And the thing is,
I'm not mad at anybody about it. I'm
Pam,
not
can I
upset.
can I say something?
Yeah.
The problem is this. It doesn't matter what proof, the police report, anything. How are they going to spin it when he's incarcerated? Snark flat out said that this owner is a scammer. The one who just lost all of his material to one of her buddies that she was going to file a PO against. But now she's sticking up for him, saying that it is a scam. Please explain to me how it's a scam.
Well, they don't have any proof as usual.
Of course not.
And what I right now at this point, I think that if any of us do go live and are discussing this topic whatsoever, this is just my opinion. I believe the primary focus, because of this point in what's going on, is that we should encourage anyone who knows the whereabouts of him or the whereabouts of any of that merchandise should report that to the police. because that is, I think, what is most important and the priority right now.
Yep. I agree. I absolutely agree. And you know what? I think that people that have known where his whereabouts are and have been, the police should be contacted to question them.
Absolutely.
That there's many warrants, but in that video from last night, she says there is none.
Nelson, you probably will. You'll get ate up.
Somebody said, "Can I address Blue?" Who's Blue? What?
No, we're not talking about anybody that has nothing to do with this. We're not going to talk about that.
The police should be contacted to question them. Absolutely.
So they seriously think that
Here comes an intelligent comment.
Okay, I'll just speak for me. That I'm like in physical. Like so he's like driving to PA, staying here a couple days, driving to the next state.
Nobody said that. Nobody said that. Nobody said that.
I don't understand the logic behind this.
Logic behind it? I'll give you the logic.
Also understand, because I know everybody saw the picture, right? I saw the picture. Everybody saw the picture. What made anybody with the ability to critically think that a man in that condition was doing any traveling whatsoever?
Oh my God.
What?
They blocked me for asking for receipts.
Receipts
what
for what?
receipts do you need, Blue?
What receipts do they want?
Did you see the video?
Megan.
Did you see the police report?
Did
you see the
clearly
Facebook
states from
post?
yesterday more warrants?
Yeah, what receipts do
as
they
well.
want?
For asking for receipts.
Yes, more warrants as well, Dora. There's still an investigation going on in Michigan. Unlike what you guys
On that
base,
screen by Megan.
unlike what you base your law experience on by watching Law and Order, getting a warrant takes time until the investigation is over.
Well, and it's not just that, Scammyclaus. They may not be filing any kind of final charges at this point because it is an ongoing investigation, and they could still be computing the actual, loss value of the merchandise so that they know what charges to charge them with. Because
Exactly.
the charges are different depending on the amount that was stolen. They also may be looking into possible other, crimes in the area.
Scam. Hold on.
Absolutely
Let's listen.
stupid. There has been ample time
Oh my
to
God.
obtain that warrant.
Really?
Oh, she knows how fast it is.
Yeah. Another Law and Order criminologist over there. Jesus Christ.
Time
Oh my
to
God.
obtain that warrant.
Really?
Ample,
She knows
yes.
how fast it is.
Yes. I mean,
No,
obviously,
she doesn't.
I know more than you do.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
Clark.
she definitely doesn't.
It makes
She
me
definitely
tired.
doesn't. I've worked for law enforcement agencies in state government.
You do. Yeah.
I've worked for law firms.
Why has nobody asked for proof? Because 13 is an active warrant. Meg's claimed there was an active warrant.
No. Nobody said that.
No.
No.
If what you said if what
It's
you
not
said
an active warrant
just now,
for those.
then you had a failed career.
No, I had a
What
successful
you just
career.
said is true.
I guess
At
she
least-
missed. I guess she missed the live.
At
where
least
showed
I
all of
had
my
a career,
certificates.
Snark. At
I
least
guess
I
she-
had a career.
I guess she
Okay?
missed the live where I showed all of my certificates and accomplishments.
Yeah, somebody get their fucking grandma, because this is wild. You just said that you worked for a government agency in
Yes, the Board of
Enforcement.
Probation and Parole, the
Lawyer.
State Board of Probation and Parole
If
for
you
over
did,
10 years.
You would be very
Yes.
well versed in what it takes to get.
Yeah.
Again,
I've also, just so that Scammy knows, right?
Oh, here it comes.
I've also issued warrants. I've also done that.
You're
What
amazing.
job was that?
You're amazing.
This is really
Wow.
crazy.
You're
But-
amazing.
I don't know. I'm not even going to talk
You're
about that part. I'm
amazing.
going to let her bury herself.
Oh, okay.
What job was that?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Mhm.
This is really crazy.
I don't know. I'm not even going to talk. You're amazing. I'm going to let her bury herself. Oh, okay.
Bury yourself. What? Bury yourself by support.
Fucking boring. Why are you entertaining her?
Hey,
They're
Blue,
burying themselves in
I don't
lies.
even know who Blue is, but all I can say is this dude is so irrelevant. I don't even know why he's over there. He's got nothing to do with this. This dude is so irrelevant. I don't even know.
And Raven and insulting people early
Don't you
this
love
morning.
how when somebody doesn't have anything to say or to add to a conversation or defend, it's they're so pressed, they're so angry. The bottom line between what you're hearing over there and what we say over here is we are basing what we know on police reports, on video evidence, on Mike's past record, on his criminal rap sheet, on what he's done to multiple people.
On
That's
his
what we're
on his own
that's what
live
we're
stream.
basing it on. And what they're basing it on is they are trying like hell to defend somebody that they have stuck up for in the past and continue to stick up for. And they don't want to look like major a-holes for still doing that. And they are praying to God in any way that they can label the owner a scammer. They can label the guy that he's doing this for insurance fraud, which he didn't have insurance. So they are trying everything they can to make Mike look like an innocent victim while Mike himself has left so many victims on the side of the road throughout his life. And that is what's disgusting to me. That is what's disgusting to me.
Yeah, and then they're here trying to attack the victims. Me, 13, the store, Megs, like everybody who's been a Florida Man victim, they're over there trying to attack. Make it make sense. That's what they stand for? Wow.
The only reason it takes a long time to get a warrant is because there's so much evidence, right?
No, it's because they're looking into additional charges.
If that warrant were valid, they could have issued that warrant the next
Nope. Nope.
based on exactly what Scammyclaus just said.
Nope. They're looking to see if they can charge him with anything additional.
And
That's
they
what
have
they're
to
doing.
figure out, they have to get a bottom line of how much money was taken or how much stuff was taken, how much it's worth to figure out what exactly he's going to be charged with.
Exactly. And they're looking to see if they can add any charges to that when they put that warrant through.
Oh, here comes Tequila Girl. Now, Tequila Girl is the one, if you remember correctly, where she was making fun of when Megs was crying, saying that she should get a Grammy Award. Now, this woman doesn't know the difference between a Grammy and an Emmy Award.
You've got. I just last night was wild. Okay. And if anybody didn't see through that, plenty of people went live after that and was like, what the fuck? Are we being punked?
Wow.
Yeah,
so she doesn't believe it either? Is that what
Yeah, they're being punked by Florida Man.
Not
They are
just
being
us.
punked
It's people
by
from
Florida
all
Man.
different sides of TikTok
Yeah.
that are
Looking at
questioning
you like
the
you're
same
fucking
things
fools.
that we are.
What are you questioning, Dora?
I
What
have to say,
what
Holly
exactly
Mae
are you
last
questioning?
night made more sense what she was saying about this and about what
Hold on, Philip.
What exactly are you questioning? Made more sense what she was saying about this and about what 13. Hold on, Philip.
What aren't we questioning? She
Oh
wants
my
to know
God.
what we're questioning.
Yeah, what are you questioning?
They're questioning everything.
Question the video footage of him? No,
Whoa.
I've never said that I did.
Yesterday, they literally said that there was
Scam. Can we listen,
That
please?
somebody from even the business owner, and the business owner is replying to 13 in messages saying, oh, well, give me her information. I'm not paying attention to her, blah, blah, blah.
Right, exactly. Why is that, Dora? Why is that? Because Bougie said anybody who puts information in there regarding Mike, I'm going to take screenshots. Now, why would she need to take screenshots if somebody is giving them information on Mike about things that he has done in the past? That is the truth.
And Bougie was on Facebook on her real account,
Using her real name.
commenting on the business's Facebook post.
Yep. So, yeah, exactly. And you know what? If I was a business owner, hell yeah, I would want to get all the information on this guy too.
And anybody who's helping him or knows where he is, because she admitted that she knows where he is.
Absolutely, they are. And secondly,
oh, Tina Sue.
For a woman that is completely innocent that was just giving shit because she had been collecting for 2 years. And then you got Moonbeam on a fucking live saying that we're all trying to guys and all these other things that we know his exact locations and we know where he is and we're hiding him.
Maybe Moonbeam
Bougie said it. Yeah. Bougie said it.
Bougie said, I know where he is.
I gotta switch to my other accounts and shit talkers.
Sure did. Do they want me to post that clip?
I posted it.
Oh, okay.
What happened? I'll tell you on the back end. Okay.
I posted the video. It was on the 19th where Bougie said, well, I know where he is.
Yep, I have that clip too.
Exactly, Jen. Exactly, Jen. Why are they fighting his fight? Okay, where is he? If he's so innocent, why hasn't he come on live? Why hasn't he popped up in somebody's box? Why isn't he trying to clear his name? Why doesn't he go to Florida? Why doesn't he go to Florida and say, hey, listen, I heard there's an investigation about me. You know, let me come in and talk about it. Why? Where is he? Where is he?
He's probably hiding and probably trying to find somewhere to hide all that merchandise.
Yep.
That's what I think. And again, I think the primary focus should be if anybody does know his whereabouts or the whereabouts of any of that merchandise to contact the Alachua Sheriff's Department.
Yep. Please look at Cass's question. Let me scroll up. I didn't see it.
And this morning they were trying to say that I'm like weaponizing the court with my protection order and all this other stuff. We all know that that's not true. We've all seen the evidence of the stalking and harassment. He is the one that went to the court a little over a week ago and is trying to drag me and 13 back into court. So who is weaponizing the system here? Who is trying to do that?
Cass, of course, Cass. Of course, the charges are there, okay? They know what the charges are. They just refuse to acknowledge the fact that there are charges against him, which means that the investigation is still underway until they can figure out exactly how much merchandise was stolen, if the charges need to be bumped up. But they're not focusing on that. Did they end? They're not on anymore. Interesting. Did they get discontinued?
I don't know. Let's hope they did.
Anybody, in my opinion, anybody who supports what Mike did, anybody who is questioning and victim shaming the victims of what he's done, anybody that still stands up for him and tries to defend him for what we know has been done really needs to get their head examined. Really does. Really does. Because they want to say that we over here look stupid. How stupid does it look defending a criminal, defending a multi-felon, defending somebody who is going to have another warrant for his arrest? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I don't see Miss Sunshine on anymore. Did they go to a different platform?
Yeah, somebody in the comments said they went to a different account.
Ah.
I don't know which
Does anybody
one.
know where they went to? Whose account? Do you know whose account they went to? Good morning, Crazy. Okay. Let's see who's the one that is looking for followers. Which account did they go to? Oh, Dora, of course.
American fast food. They have McDonald's.
Oh my God, that's funny. Dora's not even on the FYP. Let's see how far down she is here.
Oh, for the beauty.
Hold on a minute.
I ain't worried about you.
You know, it's incredible to me. Dora was one of the ones that was so hot and heavy on getting Thomas Shields. You know, looking at all his police reports, calling him a POS, all this stuff. And yet she supports Florida Man. Oh, TikTok street snark.
The
Here we
chat said
go.
that they're on the account called Wait, What's Your Cash App? All one word.
Oh, that's her other account. Hold on. Oh, yeah, this is that person's other account. She probably got discontinued.
You never want to listen to me. All you
Wow, these people aren't even on, like, you can't even pop them up because they're so low on the FYP that it's not even coming up that they're live. That's pretty sad. That tells you something right there. Hold on. I got to scroll down and find them because they're just not showing up. Let's see. Hold on.
never want to listen to me. All you want to do is talk. My Facebook is just.
Yeah, I can't even pull them up. I can't even pull them up to listen to them because they're not even showing up when you click live, and they're not even showing up in there. Hold on.
Listen.
Somebody said they blocked you.
No, but I'm on a burner. They
Oh.
did block me earlier. No, I'm on a burner. And I want to watch from the outside because you know they're going to be blocking people that don't have their same like-minded opinions. Or facts, I should say. Facts.
Right.
Oh, here we go.
No, see, we were inviting you. We said, come on over, Scammyclaus, take a box.
I'm on a live.
The
Sorry.
scary bitch.
Yeah. That's a great phrase. That's a great phrase to explain you, Stark. A scary bitch.
I'm on a live, sorry. Scary bitch. That's a great phrase. That's a great phrase to explain you.
So Snark, are you gonna body shame people again today? Are you gonna body shame people today because that's what you got? Huh?
I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Fuck you and your ugly, wrinkly ass scam.
I don't know.
That's pretty funny.
Scammyclaus,
Wow.
if you want my honest opinion, I think you look like a busted down bulldog, bitch. That's what I think about you.
Cool. Hence my picture
And
on the
while
screen.
this is streaming, let's not forget yet again public service announcement that Scam Slam held a 4-hour live on 13 being a scammer.
And how long ago was that, Dora?
That is
How
on YouTube.
fucking
Yep.
long
And
ago
what does
was
that have to do with her being a victim of Florida Man?
You
Nothing.
wanna bring up the past story? You really want to do that? You really want to do that?
To do with her being a victim of Florida Man.
You want to do that? Really?
Yeah.
Well, you brought up Thomas Shields. That's the past, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was to prove a point that you're willing to go after some felons and not
Yes,
others.
we should, Mother Moon.
Hypocrisy.
Thomas Shields. That's
And we're proving ours.
No, you're not. You look stupid.
Yep.
No, not as stupid as you, Scammy.
Right. Thomas was just a couple months ago. The whole thing with 13 and scam and all that was about a year ago. And a big difference, again, is adults can sit down and disagree and they can make amends and they can apologize.
That's okay.
Exactly, and it isn't even about that. I vowed to help anybody who was a victim of Florida Man, so I helped 13, and I was offering to help Snark and Bougie, who both wanted protection orders against him. How about that?
Hey, Snark, why
So
did you
after-
not file a protection order against Florida Man? Why?
Because I didn't need it.
But you were going to.
You said you did. You said you
said
did.
you needed it.
Yeah, you said you did. And I was willing to help you. Help you.
I'm sure.
Wow.
I'm sure.
And this is how I
Scam has
get
those
treated.
text messages. I'm sure
Yeah.
she has those messages, Snark.
There was other witnesses to the conversation, and I have the messages with Bougie. But after I was willing to help these individuals, this is how I get treated. Wow.
Let me go back and back and back. I'll go back to the beginning, in fact. We'll go back to the beginning.
I'll tell you what the hell
One of
has
my
happened to Dora.
More
I'm telling you.
stupid choices that I've made on the internet. All the way back to the beginning. Okay, so this is what I'll do. I won't bore all the way back. And we're going to find out where you and I have that discussion. Or if you want to do it Scam Slam, you can do it because I am probably a lot more busy than you are.
Yeah, considering you're on here all the time, Snark. Yeah, I'm sure you are.
I'm at the beginning. Y'all can talk amongst yourselves.
So, Scam, give us a little replay of what Snark talked to you about and about the PO. How did it come up?
Well, she wanted to create she talked to me first and wanted to know all the details of what Florida Man had done to me. And so her so she had held a couple of lives, like not denouncing.
No, but she did. Let me. I reposted that.
Yeah, she was criticizing. I mean, she had several lives criticizing Florida Man, and then he started coming after her, because she was speaking out about him. We had a whole group chat with like myself and 13 and Snark and one or two other individuals where she was sharing information and acting like she was like advocating for us as victims. But I guess in actuality, she wasn't. She said she was, but then when Florida Man started coming after her for advocating for us, she, I guess, folded. and
So what you're
decided to
saying is
join
he's
up with him. But she wanted to, when he was coming after her, she wanted to file a protection order against him. She wanted to know what the process was and all of that. I don't know if she actually followed through, but I gave her instructions as to how to do that. With Bougie, I still have the text messages where she asked for help in obtaining a protection order. And she was saying that at the time that Florida Man was living with Skittles, and I was like, no, he's not. But anyway, there was like some back and forth about that, and then she told me that she was on the Knox County website filing a protection order against him. And after that, I mean, she never, like, I don't know if she actually filed it or if she didn't file it. I don't know, but I have messages where she said she was filing it online.
wow.
I had given her instructions how to file online for a protection order in that county.
So pretty much then she's like one of these women that Florida Man likes to go after because he just wants to shut them up. And she folded like a cheap coffee table there.
Yeah, I mean, she told us that she was going to basically like advocate for us and stick up for us because of what Florida Man was doing, and she did that, but it was only for a very short period of time.
Right. And if I remember her words, she was saying that I wasn't really sure if I believed his victims, and this is paraphrasing. But after I talked to them and I heard their stories, I felt so bad for them, and I know after speaking with Mike one time the type of person he is. So, what type of person was he then, Snark? And what type of person is he now? What's changed? What's
Yeah,
changed?
yeah. I mean, she acted like she was sympathetic to us and everything we had been through. Um,
Answer this, right?
Hold on.
and
Let's hear
I
her
guess it was
answer.
all
Hold
fake.
on. Hold on. Let's hear her answer. I can't wait to hear. Okay, Ego Queen.
There
Let's
was
hear
a
your
live
waffle.
with me and Florida Man,
Let's hear
right?
your waffle.
And it wasn't a friendly live at all. So during that live, I was triggered, right? I was triggered by him, right? But he didn't know that he was triggering me because he cannot be responsible for my triggers, okay? To a place that I don't visit, right?
Well,
So after that, right? I was in this Discord with this group of women. And BB, if you don't start telling the fucking truth, bitch, I swear to God. Here's something I'm not.
Focus, Snark.
He is very well
Focus.
aware of my fucking feelings surrounding that group. I shared them with her, right? Because I kept asking them, when do you want to do this? What are you going to do it? Are you going to talk? Are we going to have this live? Do you want to show awareness? Do you truly want to show awareness? And because of all the infighting, the constant fucking infighting.
That's not true.
With each other, who's speaking to who today that wasn't speaking yesterday?
That's
I
not
got
true.
fucking sick of it.
Okay,
I have
so
the
because
messages.
of that, because you didn't like people in.
No infighting.
I had one couple hour discussion with a man and we came to common ground. I learned who he was.
Oh.
He learned who I was.
Oh,
we
okay.
gained a mutual respect for one another
Oh.
and we moved the fuck on.
Focusing on a man who did this, and you guys are still sticking up for him. That's what we are focusing on. Okay? You can victim shame as much as you want. You can bring up all this other bullshit about how you came up with a mutual understanding and respect. That's fine. But what you're doing over there and what you guys continue to do to try to make up deflection and lies, and maybe this wasn't him, and this business is scamming people, that's a bunch of crap. And if you can't even see that, and people see you sticking up, then pretty much everything you say is a bunch of crap.
Really good at making it.
So, as far as what she just said about me, for years of mine, and I have not spoken against her. I didn't even speak about what was said in these group chats. Yes, she did come and wanted to look into getting the protection order. We had a lot of long conversations. And yes, there was a group chat where I forget who it was, but something did happen and she had dropped out of the group chat. And then that was it. I haven't spoke on it. I haven't said a fucking word. And to be called a bitch because I'm not getting in the middle of that because of our past, I think is really fucked up. Really fucked up.
Listen.
I have the group chat messages. So.
Oh, cool. Cool. Let's post everything that Street Snark said in there. I think maybe you should, jog her memory a little. Fuck! Cool. Let's post everything that Street Snark said in there. I think maybe you should, jog her memory a little.
I'm gonna jog your jowls.
Isn't it
Wow,
the immaturity level, okay? When you can't have an adult conversation and have an adult debate about something and you automatically go to body shaming, which again, I could care less about, okay? She's the one who's not comfortable with who she is. She said that she went through a lot of issues when she was younger with the way she looked at herself. It's not my fault that she's not comfortable with herself and needs to project that on other people. Snark, I don't give a shit what you say to me. I really don't, because unlike you, I'm comfortable with who I am. So keep up the name calling.
I don't care about her mental health. I don't care about. I post them. I'm going to let you know exactly who 13 is on this app.
Oh,
and the only thing that woman is anywhere
Snark.
concerned with is your attention.
You seem pressed,
I've
Snark.
said this from the beginning too.
What's the matter,
13
Snark?
is the dangerous kind of person to play with here,
Well,
right?
Snark,
Because I didn't want to
wrong?
engage with that girl. I didn't because I know how she moves. She's going to want all this attention and be the primary person in this swamp thing,
No,
right?
it's not
But
true.
then when it
Victim
turns,
blaming.
she is going to scream mental health. She is going to scream
Kinda
her
like you
mental
saying
health,
I was
and
triggered.
she's going to victimize herself
Kind of like you,
she always
Snark.
fucking does.
I couldn't stay in there because I was triggered. Kind of like what you do.
Let's do messages for
Oh, so
messages.
now we weren't victims? Yeah, again, victim blaming, victim shaming. It's gross.
I couldn't stay in there because I was triggered. Kind of like what you do.
Let's do messages for messages. So now we weren't victims. Yeah, again, victim blaming, victim shaming.
Hey, can I say this real quick? The one that was scared of Florida Man was me, not Pam, just so everyone fucking knows. I was triggered. I did say I was triggered, and I had multiple lives about how I was triggered. Nobody claimed that I was a victim. I just said I was not going to involve myself in the Skittles fucking Florida Man drama anymore. Plain and simple.
Who cares? Snark was the one who was going to do the PO. So that's kind of.
Yep, and she still hasn't explained that. She literally called Florida Man an abuser.
Like, this is crazy that.
Who cares? Snark was the one that was going to do this. Snark was the one that sent the messages. Just, seriously, grow the fuck up.
No, that's not what we said. We said Snark was the one who was doing the PO, not you. So.
And?
Oh my God, she sounds like they all sound like. Welcome
Scam
to
is no
TikTok.
victim. She uses the legal system to intimidate others.
No, that's not what
period.
you said when we had our conversation. That's not what you said when you
Wow.
found out everything he did to me.
So what you're saying is Florida Man didn't do anything to her, and she
Yeah.
used. the
How
legal
would she feel if she was her house was shown in videos? If her
she'd be
children were shown
triggered.
on live stream?
She would be triggered.
If
She would be
if
triggered.
if false FBI, look, she got really mad the other day because somebody accused her of some type of rug abuse. How would she like to be falsely
My house
accused of
has.
rug abuse,
Are you being
alcohol
dead ass scam
abuse,
slam?
gambling
Their whole house, address,
addictions,
everything was fucking shown.
crimes?
What floor to go to, everything. Are you fucking kidding me? My house was shown. Your house was shown.
Is
Welcome
she
to the
being
club. We've all been
totally
shown.
serious?
What else was shown? Then that's harassment.
Right.
Yeah,
File. File against whoever did
definitely
it.
file against them. Yes, I agree.
We've all been shown.
What else was shown? Then that's harassment.
Right here, file. File against whoever.
Get the fuck. You guys are fucking ridiculous. I think Snark is going to rage quit soon.
I gotta walk my dog. I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
there it is. I
So
told you.
people aren't allowed
I
to
told
change their mind about others, right? Like, so TikTok
No.
Street Snark, if you
No. Now listen what Dora said. People aren't allowed to change their views, okay? But yet you're bringing up the whole 13 and Scam Slam thing where they apologized and they're friends. So Dora, what the fuck point are you trying to make?
They're denying the proof that I have. I have the proof that I was stalked and harassed. It was presented in court, and they're denying that
realize
any of that ever
also
happened.
was a part of wanting to come up with this grand scheme of saying that I touch kids with Polly, and she states it in the message.
I didn't come up. No, I was against that.
Listen,
I was
that
against
is
that.
that is a bunch of crap, okay? Because when Dora was in text messages with Scam and I, Dora posted those text messages and showed Dora, and it clearly said in those messages, Scam Slam said, no, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, I was against
So
that.
don't make it like, Dora, that Scam was behind that and wanted to do it. You've said that multiple times. You're lying again. Tell the truth. Tell the fucking truth. Jesus. I am so,
She
I am
saw the messages. I showed them to her.
We saw him. We were in a text together. I am so sick, but I'm so happy that so many people are saying they can't believe how much Dora's changed. What the hell happened to her? And this is a perfect case. She's
Yeah,
lying
just lied.
again.
It
And you
boots
know
me out of the
what?
live, but it doesn't boot any of y'all.
We can show
Yeah, just lied.
those text
it boots me out of
messages.
the live, but it doesn't boot any of
I
y'all.
already showed them. I showed them when I held that live about Polly. I showed them.
Live.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Polly was trying to put
It might
some
have been
shit
because-
out there about Scam, or about Dora, okay? That's when Polly and Dora and T were fighting and all that. And Polly wanted to put some disgusting story out about Dora, about how she can't be around kids or something because of something she did when she was younger to kids. And that's why it's not coming up in a police report because she was a minor. And Scam said, no, we're not going to put information like that out against somebody when it's not true. Period. That's what she said. No, we're not going to put information like that out.
No, she said I will come up with something. Ha ha.
Kids.
So is that harassment to me?
When she was younger to kids, and that's why it's not
Shut
coming
it all
up in the
down.
police report because she
Shut
was
it
a
all
minor.
down.
And Scam said, no, we're not going to put information like that out.
No, she said I will come up with something. Ha ha.
That's what she said.
I've got the message. You want to see it?
We're not going to put information like that out.
No, she said
Dora, don't make it sound like
Didn't
Scam
happen.
was okay about putting information out about you and little kids, which was false.
It didn't happen because I shut it
You
down.
guys have put shit out. You and T put shit out about people that wasn't true. Polly wanted to put shit out about people that wasn't true, just like you guys have. But don't make it sound like Scam was okay about saying that.
I shut it down. I shut it down.
And guess what? Scam Slam's set with her, right?
But don't make it sound like
And you're
Scam
sitting with
was okay
Florida
about
Man.
saying that.
And you're sitting with Snark. So shut up.
Did Polly have protection orders? Did she commit a bunch of crimes? Did she dox people? I mean, Polly did some shit, but she didn't do that.
Here's the big difference. And this is the thing that Dora doesn't understand, okay? And T doesn't understand it. When I found out about what Polly was doing, I left. I was in that mod chat for maybe a couple weeks, okay? She was doing and saying some creepy shit. Okay, when Scam realized what Polly was doing, she stepped away. When Scam realized what Tattoos was doing, she stepped away. When I found out what people were doing, I stepped away because I knew better. The big difference is they are still supporting somebody, and up until he went completely AWOL, we're still sitting with a man who was doing shit, and they know the shit he was doing. They've seen it. They've talked to him. They know what he's done in these robberies, and they're still.
Oh, Scammy. Polly's mom is here calling us a liar. Or
Oh,
You're
somebody a
Jesus.
sitting
liar.
with someone who helped him at one point.
Oh, my
In these
God.
robberies.
I have all the screenshots. I showed it all. I ain't lying about none of that.
Please.
Oh my God. In these robberies. I have all the screenshots.
Midnight Morgan, take a walk.
Please.
She's blocked, guys.
Polly hates tattoos. Yeah, Polly hates tattoos until she doesn't hate tattoos again. So stop. No. Don't block her. Let her stay in here. And unmute her. Unmute her. She can say what she wants. She can stick up for her as much as she wants.
No. Don't block her. Let her stay in here. And unmute her.
Right, crazy. Midnight Morgana, you are unmuted, so you can say what you want. Tattoos lied to Polly about everything. Well, you know what? Polly lied to a lot of people about everything, too.
Yep.
Midnight Morgana, you are unmuted, so you can say what you want. Tattoos lied to Polly about everything. Well, you know what?
Can somebody big box?
Yeah, Dora, show me where Scam was okay with Polly saying that. Show me. Show me where you said that Scam Slam was okay with it. Show me where she said she was okay with that story. You liar. You liar. You put out fucking false information about people. So lies out and trying to destroy somebody. I'm still waiting for that proof that you were supposed to send me 3 months ago that pipe was Jen's. Okay? You said you were going to send me proof about that. You put out false information about Jen. And you know what? That's why I stopped talking to you, because you never show proof.
You were also supposed to present the FBI receipts of Florida Man to truckloads.
What? FBI? What? FBI receipts about what? Who has talked about the FBI?
Oh, now you don't remember?
No. FBI receipts?
Only thing I know is that Florida man filed a false FBI report on me. That's the only thing I know about the FBI. And guess what? He got called out on that in court for doing that. I want to make another point about court at some point too that I thought about.
Wait. Shh.
FBI truckloads of receipts.
What?
At some point too, that I thought
What the hell is she talking about? Oh my God.
Remember apologizing to him for that in a box?
No, I apologized to him because I falsely said that he was part of a DV situation, Dora. Again, you know what? And this is why Dora has zero credibility. Okay? Because like everything she does, she researches half-assed. She doesn't see things through. She doesn't get the whole story. Okay? I apologized to him in a box because I falsely said he was involved in a DV situation. Everybody's heard me apologize for that. What's he
Several
talking
times.
about?
Truckloads of FBI.
Oh my God. They're looping like crazy, by the way. Oh my God. I can't. I cut the volume off there. You know, I'll tell you what. One thing, the way that you lose credibility and you lose followers quickly on this app is when you continually lie about stuff. When you say things that aren't true, when you can never show proof about anything. And I'm not even just talking about in this case, okay? I'm talking about so many things I've heard her say over the, even, you know what? And I gotta be honest with you. Even when she would come into my lives and all that, there were a couple times I had to correct her on stuff. You know, it is just so disappointing. It is so disappointing to see how much she's fallen from grace on this app. It really is. How somebody who was a true crime person, wouldn't this be a good true crime story for her? About Mike, I mean, you know, all that stuff. A true crime person who would talk about evidence and videos and the wrongs that people did. And yet, she's sitting here defending this guy. Absolutely, they have. Yeah, exactly, Mabel. I'm telling you.
Scammy, may I tell a little brief story about something that happened when I went to court with Florida Man that some people
Yes.
may not be aware of?
Yes.
So when we were in court, I brought up the fact that Florida Man was running a Discord where there was discussions of harming me in real life. There was a comment made in there that both Polly and I deserved hollow bullets and the world would be better without us. And there was a comment in there from someone who said that they were coming to my city that next day or something, and that I deserved to be Chris Brown when they got here. So those I took as, those are threats, right? So those comments were not from Florida Man himself, but he ran that Discord and he encouraged people to talk like that and say things like that. So that was brought up in court. And he tried to say to the judge that, well, I didn't make those comments. She's confusing me with that other person and all of that. And I said, no, I'm not confusing him. I know he didn't make those comments, but he runs that Discord and he's encouraging people to say this stuff because he was in the comments like cheering it on, right? Cheering on threats of violence against me. So the judge, he said to the judge, here, let me prove to you that it wasn't me. Let me show you what's going on in this Discord. And he went up to the bench and he showed his phone and he showed the Discord where all these conversations were happening. And he showed all the usernames and all of the people that were making the threats, everything that everybody was saying, all the horrible things about me, all of the threats against me and other people, all of the vile things that they were posting in the Discord, which included photos of unalive people and children and a lot of other vile stuff, okay? He showed all of that to the judge and all of their usernames. So he showed that he was part of all of that. He's an idiot. Like, he proved that he was part of that whole Discord that was doing all of that. And so in the process, he also basically outed all of his friends, so-called friends that were in that Discord, while he was showing all of the vile and horrible things that they were saying and posting. So if they think that Florida Man is going to like somehow stick up for them, if they're brought up in court or anywhere, he definitely will not. He will show everything and say, look, that wasn't me, because that's what he was saying to the judge. Look, that wasn't me. It was all these other people. And he was showing all the usernames of all of his friends in that Discord and everything that they were saying and threw all of them under the bus.
It's
So
always about him. He comes number one in front of every single person. I've said this before, Scam. If any of these people have told him anything about their lives that could be used against them in a criminal case, and he knows that, Florida Man will sing like a bird when he tries to cop a plea deal. He will say, I have information on people that have done X, Y, and Z. If I give you this information, will you reduce my sentence? He will do that in a heartbeat.
absolutely. I saw it in action. He was throwing all of his friends under the bus. He was scrolling through all the messages in his Discord and showing her everything that was posted in there and by who, and was trying to say, oh, it wasn't me, it was everybody else in here in this Discord. It wasn't me. And of course, she didn't buy that because he was there. She could see that he was there actively participating in all of it as well. So, and I have the screenshot still from that Discord. I have over 1,200 screenshots from that Discord where all of these things were being said and by whom. And
yet
a lot of them
people
are evidence
support that.
in court. So they
And
were all on
people-
my flash drive.
And you know what? If I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe Dora was a part of that Discord.
I'm not sure if she was at that time. I think at one point maybe, but it may have been after.
She was sending me screenshots from it.
Yeah, it may have been after that. I think that she joined. I think she may have joined after that point, but I think she was a member of that Discord at some point. Yes.
Scammy.
Yes.
Cassandra was blocked. Can I unblock her, or was she blocked for a reason?
I Under the impression that a judge will issue a legal PO on any single person. That's the way they make it sound. They make it sound that, Florida man has done nothing and all these crazy women are getting POs against them. A judge does not issue a legal PO unless there are grounds to do that. So if they're saying that, oh, well, if you're so scared, why are you? It doesn't matter. You guys are allowed to talk about him. He is not allowed to discuss anything about you guys because there is a legal order in place. They're saying that they're using, people are using the legal system, against Florida man or, for their own, for their own use. The legal system is being used for legal reasons.
I was being harassed and stalked for over 2 months before I even took action to file anything legally in court. Because that was my only option, was to try to handle it legally. I had begged for him and his people to stop. I don't know why they continued, but they continued to spread false information about me. Post pictures of me, post pictures of family members, post picture of my abuser, falsely accuse me of crimes, falsely accuse me of addictions. And that's one thing. The other day when Snark saw that one photo of her, that little, I don't know, it was shown on your live, I think yesterday, the day before. At first she was laughing and saying it was hilarious, and then when she realized there was some reference on there regarding rugs, she flipped out. She flipped out and was really upset that anybody was implying that she had any kind of issue with rugs. Well, I mean, I was being accused of rug addiction, alcohol addiction, and gambling addiction, all three, literally all day, every day for months. Like, she flipped out over that one little thing that was in that meme or whatever you want to call it. Like, but like, it's absolutely, what was done to me was absolutely crazy. And like, I never did anything to this man. um
They're nuts. And you see, as soon as the tides change again on this app and people aren't supporting Florida Man anymore, if they decide not to platform him or not to let them in boxes, you wait and see how quickly that script is going to turn.
just want to reiterate that after everything he did to me, I never retaliated against him. All I did was, file in court, as I should, and as I needed to do. I never tried to like dox him in return or bash him or insult him in return, or like I never did, like, I didn't post, try to then post pictures of his house or go after his family members, or, you know what I mean? I didn't do anything back to him. No, absolutely.
No, I know. I know. I know.
And in court, we were only allotted 30 minutes for the hearing, and actually I had so much evidence to present, and the judge didn't even see a tenth of it. But even just what I like, the court hearing went longer. I think it went almost an hour. We ran into the next hearing. She pushed back the next hearing because I literally had so much evidence, and
I'm going to listen to it. But I'm going to say this. The most disgusting things that I have heard today from that group, number one, absolutely is Snark saying that the business owner that was burglarized is scamming people. That is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my life. I would love it. I would love uh, any of the things that she's gone through in her life. Okay, and she has talked about how she has had trauma in her life. So I'm not putting anything out there that, hasn't been said by her. I would love it if she went somewhere and tried to file a police report or something like that, and people didn't believe her, called her a scammer. I would love to see what she would have done if that was the case, because that's exactly what she's doing. She's taking a victim and not believing him, even though we've seen everything. We've seen all the proof. And she is saying that this business owner is a scammer.
Well, she's not believing any of the victims. She's not believing any of the victims
She's
at
not
all.
believing him now, but she did believe the victims before.
Yeah, she believed me before, and all of a sudden she doesn't believe me. Wow.
Can I say
Listen.
one thing?
Yes.
There's an account that came in that I saw that knows firsthand exactly what Scam went through, all the way to the court date.
We all
And
listen. We all know. We
well,
all
no,
know what Scam went through. It was terrible. It was
yes,
horrible. We all know that. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. What happened to Scam during that 2 month period?
yeah.
And if people
Take legal action until 2 months in, but it was 3 months. Yeah.
right.
It
But
was
you know what
May,
I
June.
mean?
Actually, it was a little bit longer because, well, it started at the end of May and then it ended at the end of August when I got the protection order with him. Now, third party harassment has been happening ever since. So I've been going through this now for 14 months and now he's trying to drag me back into court again.
Yep. Well, listen, first of all, he's not going to show up, because if he's not caught then, he will be caught then. So he's not going to go. So what that, of course, is going to entail now is taking time out of your life to appear at a court hearing where he's not even going to be there. The only way the guy's going to be there is if he is incarcerated, and he'll have to go remotely. And again, he is not going to win, and he's going to look like an idiot yet again. And yet these people will still support him. See the proof that they show, which is nothing, and listen to the lies they say. I mean, it just, when you have to go that, they're going to be on all day today saying this shit. Crapability, exactly. But listen, guys, I'm going to scoot. Does somebody want to go on live and continue this conversation? Because I am going to get off of here. I don't know if anybody's in here that wants to kind of take over.
No, I have better things to do than talk about them.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I agree. I agree.
at this
So
point.
listen, guys, have a wonderful morning. Enjoy it. I hope everybody that is doing shady shit on here. I hope they have the day they deserve. I hope everybody else has a wonderful day. Enjoy it. Hope it's sunny there. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.